Gonna continue our limoud in the Chumash RamBa. On va continuer notre limoud dans le Chumash RamBa. We will try to see one of the most famous story of this parasha, but we try to understand, like usual, what is behind in order to build for us proper thought, proper actions, and proper speech. Donc, on va voir l'une des histoires les plus importantes de cette paracha, les plus connues aussi dans la Torah d'Israël. On va essayer de comprendre, en fait, qu'est-ce qu'il y a derrière cette histoire. Pourquoi? Parce que le but derrière va être, comme d'habitude, de savoir comment nous, on peut tirer de cette histoire-là une manière de penser, une manière de parler et une manière d'agir. Donc, d'abord, we will go in Sefer Vayikra, chapter 9, sorry, Pasuk 23. Okay. Donc, on va être dans le livre de Vayikra d'abord, au chapitre 9. From the chapter 9, Pasuk
24?
23.
Oh, 23?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
From Pasuk 1 to 23?
No.
Only 23.
No, in the chapter 9.
Yes.
From the Pasuk 23.
Okay, I got it.
Il dit comme ça. Moshe et Aaron entrèrent dans la tente d'assignation, El Moed, et ils ressortirent et bénirent le peuple. Et la gloire d'Hachem, Kavod Hachem, se manifesta au peuple entier.
Moses and Aaron came to the tent of meeting, and they went out and they blessed the people. And the glory of Hashem appeared to the entire people.
Un feu s'élança de devant Hachem et consuma sur l'autel l'holocauste et les graisses. À cette vue, tout le peuple jeta des cris de joie et ils tombèrent sur leurs faces.
A fire went forth from before Hashem, and they consumed upon the altar the burnt offerings and the fats. All the people saw and they sang a glad song, and they fell upon their faces.
Les fils de Aaron, Nadav et Avihu, prenant chacun leur encensoir, y mirent du feu, sur lequel ils jetèrent de l'encens, et apportèrent devant Hachem un feu profane, sans qu'il leur ait eu été demandé.
Then the sons of Aaron, Nadav and Abihu, each took his fire pen. They put a fire in them, and they placed the incense upon it. And they brought it before Hashem an alien fire that he had not commanded them.
Après, il dit, après scène, et un feu s'élança de devant Hachem et les dévora, et ils moururent devant Hachem.
A fire came forth from before Hashem, and they consumed to them. And they died before Hashem.
So, like you know, this story is known and it's famous. Comme vous savez, cette histoire elle est connue. Et tout le monde la connaît. But the question is, let's try to see what is behind by seeing the details and seeing what is behind and what we have to understand nowadays about this. C'est de voir cette histoire en détail, de voir ce qu'il y a derrière et de voir qu'est-ce que nous, on peut comprendre de ça. So we'll start with RamBa. C'est faire Mikrat Dolot, donc dans les commentaires. RamBa will comment the one part of the last pasuk we have just read. But it says, and the fire comes out we translate by from Hashem, but it's milifne, from before, alors from in front. How to translate exactly in English, mais le terme il est bizarre. Il dit qu'il y a un feu qui est sorti pour la dévorer. Et le feu est sorti, milifne, de devant la face. C'est-à-dire que la chose elle est compliquée, l'histoire est très compliquée. Donc RamBa il va essayer de nous aider. RamBa will try to help us, and from there we're gonna see what he's not saying, because RamBa wasn't allowed to reveal more than what he could, because Sod wasn't allowed to be spread out at this time. RamBa n'était pas, Shalom Rabbi Eliezer, Shalom Rabbanit Sheva. RamBa,
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom. Tu n'es pas autorisé à révéler. Donc, regarde ce qu'il dit. Si tu sais, Esh Melifne Hashem. C'est Tam Melifne Hashem. Why it said Melifne Hashem? What is Melifne Hashem? There's no term in English. Maybe you know how to translate it.
Melifne Hashem, from the face of Hashem.
From the face of Hashem, from the
Hashem.
front of Hashem, de devant sa face, de devant sa partie frontale. C'est why is it said like that? Pourquoi c'est dit comme ça? Il dit, il fait comment, mais être peiné Hashem. Il sait, il sait, don't think that we're talking about a part of the front, back, right, left. We're not talking about space. Il ne croit pas qu'on parle d'espace. Il dit, on parle du visage. We talk about the face. Peiné Hashem. So meaning that fire come from the face. Et ce feu-là that will swallowed, consumed, not having a view, it came from the face of Hashem, the face itself. Why the face? Why not the hands, the legs? Pourquoi la face? Pas les jambes, pas les mains. And he said, Via maskil yitbonen. And the man who have wisdom will start to interrogate himself, to try to understand what does it mean. Contemplate. Contemplate.
Hipponen, en anglais, d'habitude, je pense que c'est toujours traduit grand. Donc, tu réfléchis profondément sur le
Because in French, contemplate is like you're in front of a paint and you say, wow, c'est contemplate. Tu n'es pas en train de, you are not like making up your mind, trying to find the meaning. You are just receiving the beauty of something. That's why les bonnen, it's really to make up your mind. It's not to contemplate.
Reflect.
Exactly. It's not to contemplate. Contemplate is the root is in French. In French, it's like, wow. C'est une contemplation.
Vos amis, ils ont utilisé le même terme,
mais
le concept en anglais.
Ouais.
En français, c'est vraiment on est passif.
Ouais, très passif. Alors que là, c'est vraiment le but, c'est de, il faut être actif. You have to be active to understand what's happened behind the story. See, but where maybe you can give justification to the English term, it's like for the sage, when they say you have to contemplate the name of Hashem, basically you have to make all the analysis and see all the kavanot behind when you say Yud Kei Vav Kei. It's not just looking at it like this. But sometimes Hashem, the name of Hashem in front of your eyes. You have to know what is the Yud, what is the Hey, Vav, Hey. It's a whole task. Donc il y a tout un travail à faire. Chez Kvar Pirash Tizé, c'est I've already explained to you what is the face of Hashem. C'est-à-dire, c'est quoi la face d'Hashem dans Shemot 13, in Shemot 30. Zé achet benadav ve'avihu ted'u mima'a shamar ve'ikrevu lifnei Hashem esh zara. Say, remember what he said about them. They brought in front of Hashem a foreign fire. Ils ont amené devant Dieu un feu étranger. Ve'lo amar ve'ikrevu lifnei Hashem Ketoret. So you see, he says start. He said, let's start to see. He said, what's the problem? What was wrong? It's not that they brought the Ketoret, right? That they brought a fire. So what's the difference? See what he said, ce qu'il dit. Il dit, le problème, c'est pas qu'ils ont apporté l'encens. the incense. The problem is that they brought the fire. Ils ont amené un feu. Asher lotiva otam. So what was a lotiva otam? The fire. Not the Ketoret. C'est le feu qui ne leur a pas été demandé. So why? What's happened? Veine. Em samu Ketoret ala esh. So what was wrong with the actions is that, c'est quoi, qu'est-ce qui était pas logique avec leur action? C'est que la Ketoret was permit, la Ketoret était permise, but the fire wasn't asked. Le feu n'était pas demandé. So what's happened? You have the fire, let's say, something not permit, and you put on it something permit. What's happened? Tu as un feu qui n'est pas permis et tu mets sur ça quelque chose de permis. What happens, like we showed yesterday, you try to make a mitzvah by doing an avera. Mitzvah cannot be counted as mitzvah. C'est comme essayer de faire une mitzvah en faisant quelque chose qui est interdit, something is forbidden. You cannot count that you have done something positive. So let's see. והנה, הם שמו קטורת על האש, כעניין שאמר הכתוב, ישימו קטורת באפיך. He said, like it's how this story will be told in Dvarim, when Moshe is making all the remembrance, comment cette histoire-là va être racontée, comme Moshe va faire le décalogue en fait de tout ce qui s'est passé. He said, Nadav and you, who put a Ketoret on your hanger. So he said, what is that fire? Anger of Hashem. So what they did, Hashem was angry and they put the Ketoret on it.
Why is that bad? Really what they're trying to do was just sweeten. Just to sweeten it. They saw, something bad is going to happen. Maybe 1,000 people are going to die. Let us bring Ketoret. The whole purpose of Ketoret is for Tshuva. So probably trying to appease, if you will, sweeten the thing. Why would that be something that Hashem doesn't want?
Maybe they use the wrong tool to talk about fire. And if you want to appease, to appease the fire, you need something wild, not to. Sorry, I don't know.
I get what you're saying, but my question is, what I know, Ketoret is what we say when we want to do Tshuva and Hajj. Right? It would seem to be strange that Hashem wouldn't want the Bidonei Hador to do something to sweeten the deed. What was wrong with their sweetening that deed that Hashem wasn't?
So my question will be, why it was Hashem angry? What is this fire?
There's many questions, yes. My question also will be, why do you bring Ketoret? Because just before we saw in the Chumash, it was okay. The Korban of Moshe Aaron was accepted. The people was happy. The last line of the chapter 9. So yes, they were in front of the Mishkan Haedut, and the fat and the meat were accepted, and people were full of joy. And suddenly you bring Ketoret.
Just to say, suggestion, it could be like what the Ashkenazim do on, I think the last day of Sukkot, they read the Shacharit. I think it's either Shacharit or Musaf, they read Kohelet. The reason why is because the thing of Sukkot is great because of the Simcha. Sometimes we take the Simcha too far. And instead of it being a simcha that's kadosh. It starts kadosh, and then it ends up not being kadosh. Maybe in the view, seeing all they saw something in the simcha that we went a bit too far, and our simcha it became more. Nut. So because of that, it's a problem with the simcha. Like the Ashkenazim do with reading of Kohelet, it's they literally calm everyone up. Everybody's like, eating and going everywhere, and then they read it to be like, yeah, just remember heaven how about it. So don't get too like happy.
So I said like this. He said like this. Il dit comme ça. All the questions you have got vers Nachon. You don't understand what's happening here, what was wrong. Let's take more information. Là, on prend notre information. C'est toujours always in Ramban. C'est Vezeu tam. What is the reason? Veyasimu alea Ketoret. Shelo amar veyasimu alehen. So he said it's written. They will put on her the Ketoret. It's not written they will put on them.
On them?
On them. There's no plural here. What does it mean? Kasher nema be'edat